Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing wherever you may be. Today's video is something that I have been dying to make for the longest time. If you've seen my last video, that you know I just did my review on Angel Share by Kilian. And if you've seen the videos before that, then you would know I did a review on all of the clone fragrances that I have of Kilian's Angel Share. And today we're going to be discussing which one of them is the best clone fragrance. If you guys are ready to get into this video, let's hop straight into it. All right, so here we have it. We have Camera, Sheriff Blend, and Kismet Magic. And then we have the original right here. Now I'm not going to really go into a full-on review of each one of these fragrances because I already did that in the previous videos. If you want to see those, then you have to go back and watch them. But here we're just going to be discussing which one of these fragrances stacks up the best in terms of being a clone to the original Kilian's Angel Share. I'm going to be 100% honest. In terms of a clone fragrance, none of these truly are clones. Now, stay with me for a second. They're not clones, they're inspired by fragrances. Difference being that they're not all 100%, well, none of these are going to be 100% Angel Share, except for Angel Share. But none of these, in my opinion, are close enough to necessarily be considered a clone of this fragrance right here. But they all do have specific parts to them. They also have specific characteristics that make them similar to Angel Share in one way or another. Starting off with Kismet Magic. The most similar in terms of the note breakdown, if you actually look at them side by side, you will see that, at least on Fragrantica, the notes for Kismet Magic and Angel Share are exactly the same. Going off of that, you may think, oh, this is exactly the smell of Angel Share. Well, you would be wrong. Kismet Magic has the same boozy opening and richness to Angel Share, but I would say it lasts and is more prominent in Kismet Magic than it is in Angel Share. Sheriff Blend by Zamaya, it pretty much is kind of similar to Kismet Magic. Now, I'm not saying they smell the same, nowhere near. What I'm saying they're similar in is that the boozy opening is toned down a bit in comparison to Kismet Magic. I say that's the similarity because while this does have an alcoholic boozy opening like Angel Share, it's being toned down in Sheriff Blend by Zamaya is what makes it more similar in that aspect to Angel Share. Now, Sheriff Blend is, in fact, a brighter fragrance. It has the sweetness that you might be looking for, but it's not as dark. And it's not as dark as it needs to be considered Angel Share. And moving on to Camera, probably the most popular fragrance in the world right now, and probably the most popular clone of Angel Share. I'm gonna tell you right now, these two smell nothing alike. I'm not gonna say they smell like far apart from each other, because they both do have the apple pie, the warm apple pie similarity. The problem is that's where the similarities end. This one has very sweet apple pie vibe to it. The sweetness in Camera is very linear, so from top to bottom it's just sweetness. With Angel Share, it has that apple pie opening, but it does also have the alcoholic boozy aspect to it. It also has woody aspect to it. So it has more character and depth. It's a lot darker. Camera is brighter. Not as bright as the Maya Sheriff Blend, but it is brighter. The main difference is this one is the brightest of the bunch. In terms of being clones, none of these really stack up to be a clone, but they are inspired by fragrances. Now, which one of these would I say is actually the closest to being a clone of Angel Share? Well, let's look at them all individually. Sheriff Blend, third place, buddy. And that hurts me to do because I like Sheriff Blend probably the most out of these three. I really do. But in terms of similarity to Angel Share, you don't quite have what we're looking for. Now these two. Most popular variation of Angel Share. Cheap, affordable, and everybody says it's exactly like Angel Share. I do not share that same opinion, as you can clearly see. It has the apple pie opening, but that's where the similarities end. Kismet Magic has bar for bar the same notes in the breakdown. It has the boozy opening and it has the richness. While it is amped up in this, the richness and the heaviness of it and the booziness, all of that is amped up a little bit. And it doesn't necessarily have the woody notes that Angel Share does, but when we're considering the clones being which one is the best, this has more similarities than Kamra does. So Kamra, you are going to stay in your number 2 spot, but the winner in comparisons to which one is the most like Angel Share out of these 3 is Kismet Magic. It's not even close. Now mind you, I don't really, I'm not gonna say I don't like it, but out of these 3, Kismet Magic is my least favorite. Cheryl Blend is my favorite, and it smells nothing like Angel Share. These 2 are standalone fragrances. It has the sweet aspect. It has a little more of the boozy aspect than Kamra does. But they both stand alone as their own fragrances, in my opinion. I didn't like Kismet Magic as much when I first got it because I was comparing it to Kamra and Cheryl Blend because I didn't have Angel Share at the time. But then I got Angel Share and I started smelling them and I was like, oh, wait a minute. While I may not like Kismet Magic as much as Cheryl Blend and Kamra, the similarities are too apparent for me to say, hey, well, I may not like these 2, I may not like this one as much as these 2, but in terms of which one smells the closest like Angel Share, I gotta be fair and give it to Kismet Magic. Funny enough, they didn't focus on the design to make it look like Angel Share like Kamra and Cheryl Blend did. What they did focus on was that note breakdown. And while, yes, it still doesn't smell to a T like Angel Share does, I would say it's probably anywhere between 80 to 90% similar. There are some key differences that you can pick up when you smell both of these side by side. But that 80 to 90% similarity rate is a lot higher than Kamra and Cheryl Blend. If I have to give those 2 similarity rates to Angel Share, I would probably give Kamra, I want to say a 75 maybe, and that's being generous. No, 70, because if this is anywhere between an 80 to a 90, this is a 70. 70% similarity rating. And it's only because of that apple pie aspect, because you will smell that. You will smell that straight out the opening, but it doesn't have the depth and character that Angel Share has. With Cheryl Blend, similarity to Angel Share, I'm gonna have to give that 55-60% similarity. Now, just because these don't necessarily have high similarity ratings like Kismet Magic does not mean that these are bad fragrances to own by any means. Hell, I said in the last video where I was, well, not the last video, but I said in the video where I was comparing these 3 to each other, that when I got them, because in the order I got Kamra, Cheryl Blend, and Kismet Magic. I got Kamra first, loved it. Got Cheryl Blend second. I smelled both of them and thought I got punked. I thought I got scammed because they smelled so similar at first, but then I started wearing them more often and I started to be able to smell and pick up on the differences. This doesn't have the apple pie opening that Kamra has, and it's not nearly as sweet as Kamra, but those are the things that make it more similar to Angel Share than Zamaya does. And when I got Kismet Magic, I was relieved that it smelled nothing like these 2, because I didn't want to just say, oh, well, that means every clone smells the same, because these were the 3 most popular clone fragrances that I was able to, well, I'm not going to say able to find, but the most popular 3 that I was viewing. So I got these three because I knew I was only going to get max 3 of these before I got the real thing. And I'm quite pleased with the 3 that I got. I had heard so many different perspectives and different opinions about which one of these smelled the best. Well, not the best. Well, yeah, which one of these smelled the best and which one of these smelled the most like angel share. Those two are not hand in hand. I think Sheriff Blend is the best smelling, but I do think Kismet Magic is the clear winner in this battle. It's the clear winner in this battle in terms of which one smells the most like angel share. It has the boozy aspect, it has the richness, it has the depth, but like I said, it's more amped up in Kismet Magic. It's a little more toned down in angel share. I am so glad that I now have my answer as to which one smells the best like it. I've been waiting to figure that out for so long. Now, we all don't have the same nose, so we all may not think the same way, obviously. That's apparent based on the videos that I've watched. I've heard people say Kamra's the best. I've heard people say that Sheriff Blend is the best. I've heard people say that Kismet Magic is the best. Funny enough, the minority of the people who were comparing these said that Kismet Magic was the most like it. And I'm gonna be honest, I have to stand with the minority in that situation. I am now part of that little group who thinks that Kismet Magic smells the most like angel share. I think that should be the majority because looking at it, how can you not say it smells the most like it? The note breakdown is pretty much identical. No, it is identical. If we're going off of how they smell side by side, this one's darker, more amped up in certain aspects, but those aspects are what make it closer to angel share than these two others. So that's just my opinion on it. Kismet Magic is the winner. I want to know what you guys think. Anybody who's owned these 3 fragrances and actually owns angel share as well, what do you guys think? Do you think I'm accurate on my opinion? Do you have a different perspective? Obviously, I know there are going to be some because I've seen other people's perspectives. But I want to know what my supporters think. Are you Team Kamra, Kismet Magic, or Sheriff Blend? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, my collection video is coming soon. Okay, so don't worry about that. That will be here shortly. I just had to get a few more things into place, and I also had to figure out my formatting of that video. I finally got that, so we're gonna get the ball rolling with that video. But that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, comment what you want to see next. What other ideas do you guys want to see on this channel? Because I have a few in the vault, but I would like to hear what you guys want. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss when I upload another video. And I will see you guys in the next video.